Well, good morning. Our assignment today is finding happiness now. Now, you think about it, finding happiness now. You know, happiness is so elusive. It's sort of like a dog chasing its own tail. And one of the reasons is people's concept of happiness is so superficial. It's everything on the surface. It doesn't really go too deep. So if everything is going well, then there may be some fleeting happiness because things don't always go well. And as a matter of fact, we just don't always feel happy. I mean, everybody has those down moments. And so when we talk about happiness, it just doesn't go deep enough, does it? And there's a thing that we ought to be thinking about, though, is having something of substance, which the Bible calls joy. But let's talk about finding happiness now for just a moment, because there's a whole lot of things in life we ought to do now and not put off. But a lot of folks, and sometimes even me, we have the habit and a lifestyle maybe of putting things off until it's too late. Kind of reminds me of a song that I just read. Some of you old timers might know it. If you're listening, let me know, because I never heard this song before, but it kind of struck me as rather humorous. It goes something like this. It's entitled Nellie, and it goes like this. I'm not going to try to sing it because I'm probably the worst singer in all the world. But this is how it goes. Wait till the sun shines, Nellie, when the clouds go drifting by. We'll be happy, Nellie, don't you sigh. Down Lover's Lane we will wander, sweetheart, you and I. Wait till the sun shines, Nellie, by and by. I kind of wonder if she ever really waited for that because that time may never come. Kind of reminds me of another story I heard one time about a young man who was madly in love, but he wanted to put off the wedding date until, he was financially stable. So he left home, went all the way up to Alaska to work in the oil fields, but he promised the woman that he loved that he would send her a letter every day, and he did. Well, what ended up was she married the postman. You see, there's some things you shouldn't really put off, because if you put it off, you just might never have it. And the Bible talks a whole lot about things like that. Today is the day of salvation. Don't put that off. Things that really matter, you shouldn't put off. We ought to get right on top of those things. Do it now. Now, here's your assignment today, finding happiness now. In fact, you might want to extend that list about a lot of good things you ought to do now. See you tomorrow.